I'm just waiting for my chat to show up as usual. Okay. Oh, there we go. I can see me now. Okay. Okay. I think I might just go ahead and get started, you guys. I might just get started. I usually like to wait a little bit just in case other people join us, but we'll let them come as the time progresses. We got to keep going. So we're going. Oh, welcome. That was really quick. Welcome everybody. We're going to be doing Virgo's October predictions in this video. So getting general predictions for the month ahead. Oh, sorry, Saucy. So same as the other readings, I'm going to start by pulling 3 oracle cards from this oracle deck, which will give us the 3 themes that we can focus on in the month ahead. Those 3 themes will be your major themes in October. There may be other things going on, but those 3 themes will be either the main thing that you'll be focused on or the main things that you may need to be aware of in the month ahead. I'll then be clarifying with tarot and getting advice as well. Oh, welcome back, Polar Bear Kisses. Let's see what messages we can get for you guys. Oops, my hands are not liking this shuffling today. Oh, interesting. Some really cool cards in this deck. Some cards I still haven't pulled yet, so I have a feeling you guys are going to get some interesting. Because Virgo, you always kind of take me by surprise. It's just so interesting, your energy. You always switch things up. To be fair, a lot of the mutable signs do. But especially because we're doing you like second last in this monthly prediction schedule, it's going to be different, I reckon. Well, let's see, Spirit. What can Virgo expect in the month of October? What are Virgo's main themes in the month of October? Oops. Oh. I'm going to shuffle that again because a huge chunk fell out and that's not going to be helpful. We just need 1 to 3 cards, please, Spirit. Oops. Okay, well, we got 2 cards. We have Parsec and, oh my days, you got Synchronous Rotation. So Taurus just got that card as their last theme. We also have 3333. What are Virgo's main themes? We have Flight. Oh, wow. Okay, I was not expecting that card. And we have Matter. That will go out with Flight. At the back of the deck, we have Stratosphere. Okay. Stratosphere. I almost feel like your overall energy is like how, in the month of October, it feels like you're trying to figure out what to kind of give your most of your energy to, because Stratosphere for me, I'll double check, but if I'm not wrong, it's like the main area on land, like it's the main area on Earth in terms of you have your atmosphere and then your stratosphere is where all the trees grow. Am I wrong? Let's check. Am I wrong? I really feel like the stratosphere fulfills the role of protector for all forms of life on planet Earth. At its highest point, you can find the ozone layer, which is responsible for absorbing the sun's ultraviolet rays. Strata means layer. It is the perfect dynamic of balance and constant temperature, where you will find no storms or turbulence. Enjoy the ease, peace, and protection that it brings you. Life as we know it would not be possible without it. And this card is connected to the 3-3 portal, and you've got 3333. Honestly, I think overall, you're focused very much on balance, on harmony, on symmetry even. I do see some of you guys really focused on keeping some sort of routine, but I feel like this card is talking about protection. So even without you focusing on it, I feel like the energy for your October month as your bottom deck energy is one of like just keeping you in this little bubble because you seem to be wanting that anyway, and so the universe is kind of giving you that energy. It does feel like you are going to be able to just kind of like other people may say to you, hey Virgo, wasn't October crazy? Like it was a wild month, and you're going to be like, no, not really. For me it was a bit boring even. I do feel like you're in your little bubble. And for those who have had a difficult September month, I feel like October is about getting you back into your bubble, getting you back into a space of protection, a space of feeling safe and feeling like you can just kind of recalibrate and get back into a routine that is normal to you. So let's keep going. Let's have a look at your first theme with Parsec and synchronous rotation. So Parsec is the card of illusionary space. It talks about the idea that in the night sky you can see, oh actually I don't know if that is that card, but it is talking about space and separation. And then synchronous rotation is this idea of there's one side of the moon that we never see. So that card can be asking us to pay attention to what is hidden from us or things that we're not seeing fully or accurately. With those cards reversed, I feel like you're very focused on something, and it's to the point where you're looking at it as like, okay, this is the truth that I need in order to kind of make the actions and take the steps that I need as well. With Parsec being there, it almost feels like you're trying to close some sort of distance. You're trying to play catch up here. And in October, it feels like you've either got the information you need or something that you've been waiting for is being revealed to you. And so you're going to be able to move forward. So this is a Virgo reading, Savannah, so there's no groups. It's only for Virgo Sun, Moon, Risings or people who are cross-watching Virgo to get messages about a Virgo that they know. So let's have a look at what that first thing is about with tarot. What is the Parsec synchronous rotation theme about for Virgo, please, Spirit? We have the Four of Presents coming out. That's the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you are trying to play catch up here. This is interesting. It has something to do with you feeling like you had to wait until you had enough information or enough money. And now that you have the green light, you're going to try to fill in the gaps and really make up for the distance that you feel you may be behind in. We have the Hierophant, coming out. I was about to say the Hermit card. So this could be something that you were really in the dark about, waiting for some time. We have the Hanged Man, speaking of waiting in the dark. We also have the Five of Potions reversed. At the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Potions reversed. So the thing about this theme is it's a huge feeling of you trying to make up for something. And there is a little bit of guilt around this with the Nine of Potions reversed. We almost feel like we may have cut ourselves short, or in this situation where we weren't kind of able to give ourselves the best opportunity. And so I think like as you move forward in October, this theme is about making up for something that you feel you may have missed out on, or having to sacrifice things in order to make up for it in the long term, if that makes sense. Like it makes me think of like, if this is a financial issue and you're trying to save money, you may have to like cut corners. You're not allowed to have your coffee in the morning like you usually do, or you're not going to kind of deviate from this plan because you're needing to just kind of pull everything together and get to the other side. I see the Hierophant card as you really following advice or trying to stick to like a strict structure that you've set for yourself. For some of you, this Hierophant card is about you getting advice on what you should do in this situation. But I think with the Hanged Man, it feels like you're actually sticking to something. Like someone told you this, that, and you're going, okay, so this is what I have to do for the next month. I definitely think the Hanged Man is about you getting the right perspective and getting information that is helpful, even though it can't kind of fix everything. Being well informed seems to matter to you most in this situation. Having the right information seems to matter for you most, especially with the Hanged Man. You're still not able to kind of jump into the next chapter, but you're feeling very well informed. You have the right perspective now, you have the right clarity. With the Five of Potions reversed, it definitely feels like you're trying to make the best out of the situation. So it feels like in terms of your happiness, your well-being, your emotions, you're going to really try to think positively. You're going to start to feel in October that things are shifting more positively for you. And with the Four of Presents there's quite a lot of discipline in order to do that. It feels like you're almost restricting yourself from one thing and then just only feeding yourself this. And the goal here is to try to kind of get through something, like you're trying to, well, actually, let's clarify. It feels like you're trying to achieve something and you have to be a bit strict on how you do it. Is there anything else you can tell Virgo about this theme, please, Spirit? Clarify what they are working on. What is the goal of this situation? I'm hearing it's about getting back on your feet for some of you, getting back to a place that you wanted to be. Yeah, the Strength card, getting back on your feet. Hi, Priest MBA, welcome. And the Ace of Goblets reversed. So I do think that you're making sacrifices here, personal sacrifices. You're not exactly trying to do this in the easiest way. You're really putting your head down. You're taking this very seriously. With the Strength card, the goal is to get back into a position of feeling powerful, or into a position of feeling strong again, into a position of feeling protected and stable. I definitely feel like the goal of this theme is to just try to get to a point where you feel like your usual self again, if that makes sense. And you're measuring that based on your well-being. But you are being strict on yourself in October. You're not kind of just going easy on yourself just because you feel some type of way, just because you feel a little bit down. If anything, you're being really hard on yourself and you're going, come on, switch that frown upside down. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, so family could be a factor, or finances, a change in career. There seems to be a change in what you want now, though. When our Ten of Pentacles comes out reversed, for me personally, I see it as us changing what we want in the long term in that situation. Maybe we thought we wanted a house in the city and we were going to try to, raise our family there. And then as circumstances evolve, we realize we just want to get out of the city and we want to get, excuse me, no, don't chew that. No, good boy. We want to try to, raise our family rural instead and go to the country. So it feels like your expectations are shifting here and what you want has changed. So that is what I'm seeing with that theme. Let us get some advice. What is the advice for Virgo with this theme, please, Spirit? What is the advice for Virgo with this theme? Okay, we have Stone Circle, 39. We also have Honey, the number 18. So I do think with Stone Circle, there is a strong feeling here of you kind of really sticking through to something, because I see this Stone Circle as like, well, especially because this deck that I'm using is it's more about Beltane season, the spring season in paganism. And so when I think of the Stone Circle around that time, I think of you kind of all getting together and trying to kind of put in that positive energy of this is what we want for this year's harvest. This is what we're working hard towards. Your advice is to really be clear about your intentions and to get support where needed to stay on track. It may be about you and a few like friends or the right kind of people, and even you could even start it. A thread in one of these videos of like-minded people, but just getting that support from peers as well and setting your intentions so that you're staying on track for the right reasons, because I see that you have the discipline. That's not the problem. It's more about getting that support to be disciplined and feeling like you're not just suffering for nothing, if that makes sense. And then with this Honey card, I do feel like a lot of your energy is going into this with the idea of like, I've just got to be strong for now. Like I've just got to push through and I can do it. But the Honey card is saying like you have so much dedication to doing this that when you get to your goal, when you get to that moment where you feel proud enough to take a break and to not be so strict and structured and careful, make sure that you do take time off and make sure that you do celebrate your success and make sure that you are kind to yourself and sweet to yourself and make sure that you don't stay stuck in that mentality where you're really pushing yourself to the point where it's at the expense of your own experiences, your own joy. Because I see you making sacrifices in the short term for the long term. And a lot of those sacrifices seem to be impacting your well-being, but you're just not giving yourself the chance to kind of feel sad about that. You're just like, you know what, nah. We're not even going to think about it. We're just going to keep going on. So eventually you do need to kind of cut yourself some slack and be able to kind of appreciate your success and celebrate your success. That's why you're doing this. Let's see if there are any other messages from the book when it comes to your synchronous rotation card and the Parsec card as well. We'll start with the synchronous rotation card. Here we go. Okay. So this card is about the two faces of the moon. We always see the same side as the moon rotates at the same speed as it orbits around the earth. This card warns us about the hidden, what we do not see. The interesting thing here is that is not about a lack of vision, but about what we do not wish to be, what we do not wish to see, or who does not wish to be shown. So with that card reversed, you definitely are receiving clarity in October that helps you pay more attention to what may have been hidden in the past. But I almost see you like grabbing that information, latching onto it and going, let's go, and just driving 100 miles an hour like to your destination. Let's clarify what Parsec is talking about now. Just in case, we did go into a full depth, but just in case there's anything here that may be helpful to you. So this card is about distance. Meditating will be key sense to bringing clarity. A pause for a new flow. Distance from the space where we can find bodies, movement, and continuity. This place where all the matter is contained calls for some time off in order to make enough room. With this card reverse, I don't think you're giving yourself any time off. I think you're really just going full speed ahead. No pause. You don't want any distance. You're going to take that little bit of information and you're going to close the distance and do your best to catch up. Very similar to what I was saying at the start of your reading, but I hope those additional messages were helpful for someone. We're going to move forward to your second theme now, the 3333 theme, which for me, threes are all about expansion and growth, even fertility, leading into creation, nurturing, and just trying to kind of expand. So I'm curious to see what Tarot says about this theme. How is this translating in October for Virgo? What is going on with this theme in October for Virgo? We have the Four of Potions upright. Okay. How is this translating into October? We have the Strength card reversed. What is going on in October for Virgo? We have the Moon card reversed. What does this 3333 card mean? We have the Ten of Potions. A few cards fell on the ground. Two of Potions and the Hermit card reversed with the Star card reversed. What's at the back of the deck? The Page of Potions. So lots of emotions here. Lots of emotions. We got the 4, we've got the 2, we've got the 10, we've got the Page, we've got the Moon. Why is that card reversed though? Why is that card reversed? Did my phone just vibrate? People know I'm live. I don't know why they're trying to get through to me now. Let's have a look. Gratitude. So in this deck, this 3333 card is about gratitude. This is a good time to be grateful for what there is. Whatever situation you find yourself in, there are many things to be grateful for. Conflict arises when the mind acknowledges this behavior and decides to whisper in our ear. What started as motivation and as a lovely romantic comedy changes halfway through, more likely to a thriller movie. You know what this is, Virgo? I feel you being skeptical about someone. Someone may be coming towards you in October and they're trying to kind of convince you to create space in your life for them, but I feel like you're not open to it. You're not really seeing it. You're being very hesitant. You're kind of looking at it as, is this worth my time, my energy? Like, what do I need this? Do I want this? Gratitude is not just a beautiful word, it's a powerful energy key, which opens the way to another dimension akin to our being. I feel like this card is saying there is something in October that you may be underappreciating, only because that Four of Potions, like you're looking at it as, do I need this? Is this really like the key to my happiness? Is this really going to give me what I've been seeking or what I've been wanting? How is this going to be helpful? You're very much questioning this person and the situation and going like, is it, isn't it? With the Strength card reversed, I almost feel like you're waiting for this option to prove themselves to you. You're waiting for it to be more obvious. You're waiting for it to win you over. You're kind of just in a position of like, I'm not going to fight for it. If they want it, they have to fight for it. And because of that, you're just kind of sitting back, arms folded, Four of Cups, not really seizing it, and not seeing the opportunities either for what they truly are. A common theme for you in October seems to be kind of underutilizing the emotional opportunities that you have, which isn't good or bad. It's just the energy that I'm picking up on. It feels like there is a lot more opportunity for connection and for emotional intimacy and for friendship and for romance even, but you don't seem to be seeing it that way. You're looking at it as, well, I don't want to overcomplicate my life. Like, I'm very focused on this actually. I have enough friends. Like, I don't need any more friends. But you know what I am seeing? I'm seeing someone really wanting to kind of like open up to you. With this Moon card reversed, this is someone who really wants to show you what they've been feeling and what they've been thinking lately. A lot of emotions over here, a lot of like desire to just have like some sort of conversation. With the Two of Cups, it feels like a heart-to-heart conversation, trying to get on the same page, see it eye to eye. But we did have that Page of Potions reversed at the back of the deck. So either this is someone who is finding it very difficult to talk to you, or they're thinking that if they did try to come your way, like you wouldn't let them through as they are. This person's nature is very kind of friendly, and they like to come through in a very friendly way. But they have serious intentions, and I feel like you're not looking for that friendliness. Like you're going to be in a kind of mood where this person may come through and say hi, and you'll be like hi, and you just keep walking, and they're like, oh, I needed to talk to you. You didn't give me enough time. That's just how I, talk. I need to say hello, and then I come through with the real message. So I do feel like you're kind of cutting people away. Like, the way that I'm seeing it is you're in your own little world. With the Hermit card reversed and the Star card reversed, it feels like it's not like you're trying to ignore them, but you are. It feels like you're in your own little world. You're not realizing that there is someone here that really is trying to get your attention. And the irony of the situation is, I feel like this is something that you may have manifested with that Gratitude card coming out, that 3333 card. I think that this is something that you once really wanted, and now that it's here, it's like you're not noticing it for what it is. Your energy has attracted this, but at the time that it's coming to you, you feel like you don't want it anymore. You're like, I don't really have the energy for this anymore. Or I'm focused on something else now. Like, I don't want that friendship anymore. I don't want that lover anymore. I don't need that romance anymore. I'm focused on this now. So it feels like some of y'all may accidentally sleep on this emotional opportunity, and it does feel like it could lead to romance, but at the very least, it's a feeling of friendship. It's a feeling of someone wanting to get to know you, or wanting to get on the same page as you, wanting to have a conversation with you about how they're feeling, and hoping to be able to create a space for you to talk to them as well, because they're picking up on the fact that there's a lot going on behind the scenes with you. Especially with the Hermit card reversed and the Star card reversed. This feels like you're very focused on other things, and they know that. They want to be someone that you can confide in. So, speaking of what should you do, Priest NBA, we're going to get advice now. We're going to get advice from this deck. What is the advice for Virgo with this theme? What is the advice for Virgo? It's crazy how that is a main theme in October too. So while you're busy being strict and structured and getting to where you need to be and being this really strong person who's capable of everything, this person's like, let me help you. Let me be your strength. Especially with the strength card reversed. They're like, you don't need to be like this. I can be strong for you. You don't have to be strong for yourself. What is the advice for Virgo? I'm not going to lie, this person has very deep feelings. We have the Moon, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Two of Cups. The only thing is that Four of Cups came out and the Page of Cups reversed. So they're just having a hard time talking to you about all of this. They're having a hard time getting your attention. That's what it feels like. We have Play reversed at the back of the deck. So your advice says have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. You are very serious in October. I'm sorry to call you out like that, but you were so serious. You were so serious. And that's coming from a Capricorn. I'm supposed to be the most serious earth sign, and you guys have that in October. So the other cards I have for you are Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. We also have Birthing a New Age, Birthing New Creations, Dreaming a New World into Being. And, oh, we got 4 cards. Okay, we need a lot of advice for this apparently. We also have Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, A New Way of Being, and Integration with this card reversed. Wow. Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune into the portal of your heart, reversed. So, I'll be honest with you. I think you should go for what you want. And if you don't want this person, then I'm not going to say go for them, Virgo, because I feel like you're in an energy where you're trying to improve yourself. You're trying to get better. In October, you're really working hard to be a better version of yourself. And if this person isn't aligned with your energy, they won't be able to work with those energetic upgrades that you're going through. So I would encourage you to stay true to your overall goal of growing and evolving, and then seeing how this person can grow and evolve with you. I do think that for some of you, you did want what this person embodies. Maybe they've come in a different vessel though. Like maybe your intention was to attract a friend because of this, or a lover because of that. And then this person's come through and you're like, it's not the right time. Or this isn't the person that I was manifesting. This is a different person, but their energy is the same as what you wanted before. So I do see you making a lot of transformations, making a lot of changes, and I think that this person is a reflection of some of those changes, some of the new ages that you've created, this new world that you seem to be creating. But I do think that time will prove that to you. The fact that this person is so ready, or the fact that this person is here while you're still transitioning and while you're still trying to kind of move from this space into that space is what is making you skeptical, because you're looking at them and you're going, are they able to grow with me, or are they just here temporarily? And I think that time will prove that, but I also think that you're going to get more clarity when you focus more on getting to where you want to be, because once you get there and you turn around and they're still here, it's proof that their energy is aligned with you. In terms of doing something practical, I think you should get to know this person, get to know their intentions. You should get to know what they want from you. I don't think it would be harmful to have a heart-to-heart conversation with them, because then you can take all that information and you can figure out how that fits in with your plan and with where you are. If it is possible for you to get to know this person better and get to understand how they fit into your plans and where you want to be, then I think that would help you see how they fit in a good way and a bad way. Because if they're not the person that you are manifesting for whatever reason, it's going to be obvious. It's not going to be like as confusing or difficult to see. I feel this person being very much an open book, a little bit too honest maybe, and I see them having good intentions. So I think that conversation would be a very practical and helpful form of advice for you in October, and they seem to be keen to do it. They're just feeling like you're making it hard for them to talk to you. So that's what I'm seeing with that theme. Let's go to your last theme now. We have that Flight card and that Matter card coming up over here. Let's clarify what is going on with this theme, please, Spirit. What is this theme about for Virgo? What is this theme about for Virgo, please, Spirit? We have the World card reversed. Okay. What is this theme about for Virgo? The Page of Candles upright. So candles are wands, by the way. I don't think I told you guys that. I hope that was obvious. We also have the Three of Needles. That's the Three of Swords. It is reversed. What else can you tell us about this theme for Virgo? We have the Chariot. Okay. Some other cards did fall out, but they didn't flip over, so I'm going to put them back. At the back of the deck, we have the Page of Presents. So I definitely see you progressing. I see you really taking your growth seriously in October. Some of you are very focused on harnessing, excuse me, your potential and trying to kind of make the most out of where you're at currently. The best way that I could describe that is I do feel you really trying to kind of move forward and be a better version of yourself. And in this theme, it feels like you're excited, you're seeing a lot of potential in the future, you're seeing a lot of reasons to feel optimistic, and you're getting clarity that a tough cycle that you may have been experiencing is slowly closing out for you, and that you're going to have the chance to move forward in directions that you've been wanting to move forward in, directions that are more exciting and less serious. So you know how at the start of your reading there was that really strict energy of you needing to just sort of put your head down and work hard? This last theme is about you seeing all of that come together, and then maybe by the end of October you're going to get a lot of confirmation that that hard work is paying off, and it's getting to a point where you can see the road more clearly now, and it's a bit safer and it's easier and it's more fun. I do think that this has come with a lot of sacrifice and a lot of lessons. With the Three of Needles reversed and the World card reversed, it feels like we're still trying to kind of close one chapter of our life out before we start a new one. And what that kind of looks like is us either needing to process some of that growth or have conversations about where we see ourselves being in the future with the people around us. It may even look like you considering leaving something behind as you move forward, walking away from something or a situation as you move forward. I definitely feel like the goal here is to be a better version of yourself, and you're really trying your hardest to not make the same mistakes, to not go through those difficult situations again, and to really try to be excited about what is coming up next. So I do see something starting for you here with Flight and Matter, and it's kind of coming into your energy at the time where you're still tying up your loose ends elsewhere, but it is something that you are already feeling passionate and excited about. So let us clarify the Flight and Matter card in this deck, just in case there's additional messages there. You never know with this deck, seriously. I've just learned to not pretend to know it all and just constantly get confirmation. So with the Flight card, we have continuous movement, the opposite of standing still. There are times when life invites us to find a balance between moving and static, stillness, doing and not doing, staying active and resting. This is not the case. Flight is movement and freedom in every sense. Spread your wings and fly without looking back. I definitely see you getting very excited with this Page of Candles about the opportunity to fly and never look back. And you seem to be seeing it as the answer to your prayers. Honestly, with the World card reversed and the Three of Swords reversed, it couldn't come sooner. You're like, you know what, I needed this. I needed this opportunity to get out of this situation. What else can you tell us about that Matter card, please, Spirit? Concretion. Okay, we like that. The concrete, the tangible, structure and basic order, perceivable and detectable through physical methods. This card supports our tangible creations, as well as the realization of everything related to agreements and finishing projects. So that's helpful, tying up those loose ends so that you can focus on what is exciting. It should be noted that it is the main component of all bodies and that it is susceptible to change over time. Is there anything else they need to know about this theme? Is there anything else Virgo needs to know about this theme, please, Spirit? Ooh. Oh, wow. Sacred Earth Tarot. That makes a lot of sense. Wow. Especially with that gratitude, that 3333 card. Oh, I hope it goes well. I had a friend move to Tasmania recently. I'm going to go see her next month. It's such a beautiful part of this country. I hope it goes well for you. Let's see what else you need to know about this last theme. At the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. Excuse me, it's upright. I apologize. I do that sometimes, get carried away with my reversals. So with it being upright, I think what else you need to know about this is it is very much a feeling of liberation. I can't stress that enough. It feels like you're going to be able to take some sort of blindfold, or you're getting yourself out of a situation where you may have felt a bit stuck and hopeless. And I do feel that with your other tarot cards as well. We have the Four of Wands reversed, so that could be that change of physical location, like you were saying, Sacred Earth Tarot. But I also see the Four of Wands reversed as a change in comfort zone. It's not always about moving from one environment to another. It's more about like letting your energy come out of a space of stability and feeling comfortable and settled, and kind of testing it to expand more into an unknown situation, something that we're not used to. We also have the Six of Cups reversed, and we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so for some of you, a loved one is going to be very helpful in this transition process. They may be helpful in tying up your loose ends. Asking them for support is just a practical matter at this point. But the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it makes me think that the other aspect of this situation is you really want to just do it quickly. There seems to be an impatience, and there seems to be a rush to make it happen. I do see that working out for you. I don't think that this is an unhelpful rush. I just think that it may be a very busy period where we've kind of left things a bit messy in this part of our life before we've been able to move over to that part of our life. So it does feel like you're starting something new before you've fully wrapped up the old chapter of your life, if that makes sense. And that's where a loved one could be helpful, because the Seven of Pentacles reversed is almost like if we do use moving out of your house as an example, maybe you've packed all your things, but the electricity is still on, or the lawn still needs to be mowed before you vacate the premises, or the final cleaning inspection needs to be done. So you need to get going and start your new life, and maybe somebody can come around and do that for you instead. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I just see it as an impatient thing. You're very determined to start this new chapter of your life. So let us get advice for you. Is there any helpful advice you can offer Virgo about this theme, please, Spirit? What is the helpful information you can offer Virgo about this theme? What helpful information do you have for Virgo about this theme? There's one card in this deck too, apparently. What helpful advice can you offer Virgo? You've got two cards, okay. We have Maypole at the back of the deck, so I really see this as a great opportunity for growth, especially in, so currently in the Southern Hemisphere we are in spring. That's why I'm using this deck. It's the Spring Oracle deck. But the Maypole is that beautiful kind of like festival, but it's more just like an opportunity to celebrate and bring that energy that spring has by tying those ribbons around the maypole and having fun and being joyful and just celebrating spring with all the beautiful flowers. I really think that your advice here is to celebrate this new beginning and to see it as a transition, because I think for some of you it is going to be very physical, like Sacred Earth Tarot was saying, and whereas for others it's more symbolic, and it's really just about you being able to visualize yourself closing one chapter of your life and stepping into a new chapter. So let's see what your other advice says. Oh, we have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Stop. So Flight was here as well, and the Chariot. So movement is really happening for you guys, okay? Your advice is to really be aware at least of how you may need to take action and be physically open to moving and movement in general. And then we also have the No card, wait, postpone, pause and say no. So it does feel like in this equation, in order for you to have your fresh beginning or your new journey with the Page of Candles and the Chariot, You need to have a difficult conversation with the Three of Swords. You need to consider what you may need to tie up and kind of say no to with the World card reversed. You may need to end a chapter of your life quite abruptly. And that's what I'm kind of seeing with these cards too. We also have Goddess, the number 14, and we have Primal, the number 32. So these last two cards, Primal is an advice of paying attention to your instincts and doing what is instinctually right in that situation. And sometimes that isn't always logically right. Sometimes logically you should stay or you should do this instead, but instinctually your nature may be calling for you to take this new journey. And that card at the bottom of Primal says, there is no other way around but through the very truth that lives within you. So it's about doing what is best for you, for who you are, not for who this person is or that person is or what they're saying you should do. It's about living authentically in your choices. And then this Goddess card is a very straightforward card in this deck. It says, make sure to feel it in your bones, for you are what you believe. So whatever decision you choose to make here in October with this theme of movement and concretion and completion of seeing something through, just make sure that it's the right decision that you feel is best for you. Not somebody else telling you what you should do, but because you feel it in your bones instinctually, this is where you are being called to be. And that does mean having a hard conversation for some of you, or being able to say no to something or someone as well. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo, when it comes to the month of October. That has been your predictions reading in general. Stay tuned for your love predictions reading in the next couple of weeks. We'll do that in the middle of the month to have a look at your love life from the middle of October to the middle of November. You do still have your September, October predictions up if you wanted to check those out. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I wish you a prosperous, abundant, successful, happy, joyful month ahead. Look after your beautiful selves. Thank you for your energy, your time, your support. And I shall see you in another video. Oh, welcome, Shadow Play Tarot. I'm going to start the Capricorn reading next. So if you do have any Capricorn placements, I shall see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video. Bye.